Hi, my name is Trevor Tice from KBandstraining.com. The KBands Live 106 workout routine is going to focus on maximizing your results within 30 minutes. You're going to pick up the pace, take short breaks in between, and focus on each muscle group with every given exercise. With the ballistic bands, we're going to be strengthening our muscle fibers throughout our hamstrings and quads. We're also going to follow it up with KB power band exercises, maximizing our results in our upper body. Push to failure through each of the rep ranges and find the right levels of resistance during each exercise. The K-Band squat kickers is a great exercise to pair up with other strength moves to increase our heart rate and challenge leg strength. We're going to begin with our K-Band strap just above our knee. Long band in the front, short band in the back, and we're going to work for depth in our squats. Remember, as you go down, you're going to have that tendency to lean forward and get into your knees. Proper squat alignment is going to help build muscles in the areas that we need to compete at our best. So kick your hips back, drive down into the squat, keep that chest nice and high on the butt kickers, and then drop back down into the squat to finish up the entire minute set. With 3 minutes of the K-Band squat kickers, you're going to be pretty winded, so extend your rest period and get ready for the next exercise. The KB PowerBand supinated tricep extension is going to be a great exercise to really work on the outside of our tricep, building strength. First, you're going to go ahead and mount the KB PowerBand's handle on the top level fusion wall mount. Next, we'll walk back, drop our chest slightly, and create a straight line from the top of our back all the way down to that back foot. If we can maintain proper posture, it's going to make it easier for us to centralize the burn on our tricep. With the supinated position, you're going to want to rock that index finger towards the outside, externally rotating your arm to get a better squeeze on the outside of your tricep. Move through full range of motion reps on each hesitation. Complete 12 total repetitions on the left and then the right. As you get through 3 sets, you're now going to move into more of a burn down situation. We're going to maintain that supinated position and drive our hands down, now in a standing position, trying to burn them out. After you complete 20 repetitions in the supinated position, we're now going to turn our hands over and we'll complete 3 sets of 20 push downs as quickly as we can with 15 to 20 second breaks in between. Keep it simple, keep the pace high, really get great squeezes on the individual arms, and then you're working for the burnout when we double up. You're going to need a little bit of room for the K-Band's triple lunges. We're going to be working with one dominant leg before we move to the other. You're going to extend out, get a nice front lunge with good posture. Chest stays high, open up the shoulders, knee stays behind the toe, drop down into the hips. Don't slide around. Great lunge, explode back up, and then we're going to move out to the side. Complete the side lunge with your hips driving back, trying to work to keep that knee behind your toe again, and then come back to that center point. Next, we're going to finish up by sliding down to the backside and then continuing around that circle for an entire 20 reps. Your legs should be on fire. Our focus is strength and endurance. So continue moving around there for 20 total rounds before moving on to the other leg. Utilize the K-Band's triple lunges for 2 complete sets on both legs. Try not to take much rest in between and power through the entire workout. The KB Duo suspended challenger sequence is really going to push our upper body. We're going to get our legs in the foot cradles, slide your handles off to the side, put your feet in and get in a nice planked position with your hips slightly up. We never want to have that hyperextended position. We want to roll our hips under, start in that flat back position. The first thing we're going to do is the atomic push-up. You're going to drop down into your chest, push yourself up with a good push-up position, and then drive your knees in all simultaneously. As we move through 8 complete reps, we're immediately going to move into the pike. Keep those hands in a locked position right under your chest and maintain that squeeze as you drive your hips up. Get into a good pike position, flatten out, never hyperextending, and then move back up for your 8 reps. Immediately after the pike, we're going to move right into the knee up. Continue for those 8 reps, driving your knees in and really squeezing your abs. And finally, finish up the sequence with a mountain climber. Continually race your legs back and forth, challenging your hip flexors and your core. Take yourself about a minute off and then get right back to it. Always keep in mind that we never want to hyperextend our spine, and we always want to keep our abs tight. Never let yourself lean to the side. Always stay in proper alignment. The KB Duo suspended hamstring curls is an excellent way to challenge our hamstrings and stabilize as we extend through the motion. Take the handle off to the side, create a nice foot cradle, and then put it across your heels. Now we're going to make sure that our body positioning is in the right spot. We don't want to be too far under the mount to where when we slide, the suspension trainer goes to the other side. We want to work on one side, rocking the suspension trainer towards us. Keep your hands on the floor for a great base as you drive your hips to the ceiling. Your butt should never touch the ground. As you bring your hamstrings in, imagine getting in a straight line from your shoulder all the way to your knee. That's the ending position that you're looking for. So rock those knees up and then take them back down, always keeping those hips up through the full rep. Complete 6 25-second sets with about 30 to 40 seconds of break in between to challenge our hamstrings and build strength. KB Power Band straight arm pull off a mount is going to be a great way for us to target our rear delts and get great lines through our shoulders, building strength. First, you're going to mount your KB Power Band handle around the fusion wall mount. This is going to be a great way for us to work through a bunch of exercises at different heights. Keep that arm nice and straight and then pull it out across your body, just working until you get to the plane of your chest. Then we're going to work back and decelerate. Get great muscle activation on the eccentric movements. It's key that we keep the muscle firing. We don't want to take the hand out, get great muscle activation, then relax and have to turn it back on. Each rep is very important. So as you get out to the outside, you're then going to think about letting it come back in with a flexed muscle. Don't relax, let it whip you back. Move through that full range of motion for 8 to 12 reps for 4 total rounds on each arm without taking a break. The KB Power Bands combo curls is going to combine 2 different movements. We're going to be working on a wide curl position and a neutral grip position. If you have bad wrists, it's always a great idea to slightly turn those handles inward so you can take a little pressure off the joint. If you leave them flat, you're going to find sometimes that your wrists get a little achy. So turn the handles in slightly, and we're going to begin in the wide curl position. Put those elbows in towards your sides, rock your hands out, and then drive up, thinking about your wrist. If you think about your knuckles sometimes, you might be more prone to roll your wrist to get more work out of your forearm than your bicep. By keeping a nice flat hand position and thinking about your wrist coming up towards your armpit, it's a lot easier sometimes to keep that great range of motion and posture. You're going to move through the wide curl position for 15 total reps, and then we're going to move directly into the neutral position for 15 total reps. Take yourself about 30 seconds off and then move right back into it. Now notice the rep ranges are a little high, so you might need a lower amount of resistance. With the KB Power Bands, you've got 4 levels of resistance bands, so use something a little lighter if you can't get through all the reps. But keep in mind, it is failure sets, so we're working to always fail at a number. So if we're getting to 15 and 15 at 30 reps, you should be completely cashed before your break. Finish up the combo with 4 total sets before moving on to the next exercise. For your very own set of K-Bands, KB Power Bands, or even the ballistic sets, head to KBandstraining.com and let's get started training today.